Hello, how's it going, guys? So this video will be going over organic chemistry. So I'll be going over exactly what it is and a few other things after that. I will be talking about the different ways to express molecules. So what is organic chemistry, right? Organic chemistry is the chemistry of compounds that contain the element carbon. So there's a few reasons why carbon is so important. I mean, without carbon, there wouldn't be life as we know it. As all organic compounds, so living, organisms are formed due to carbon. From everything that we eat, all plants and animals are possible because of carbon. So yes, so carbon is really important, especially in organic chemistry. Now, carbon, possesses four valence electrons, and we will get into that in a little bit. But I just wanted to, talk a little bit more about carbon. So carbon is the primary component of macromolecules such as proteins, lipids, which are fats, nucleic acids, and carbohydrates. Now, given it happened for four valence electrons, it allows it to bond to many different atoms in many different ways, right? So one thing that we talk about in organic chemistry is actually hydrocarbons. That's actually a definition I'll be going over. It's hydrocarbon, and that's really it's hydrocarbon. So it's anything that only has hydrogen and carbons in it. So like for instance, this one right here, we have this methane here, right? CH4. It only contains carbon and hydrogen, right? And right here we have butane, right? So it contains carbon and hydrogens, right? So anything that contains carbon and hydrogen is called a hydrocarbon. And just like this one too, right here, this is actually one of my favorites. Benzene is really stable, and that's because of its resonance. It really many people like it to look like this right here. Just know that these bonds inside are really alternating, right? Right, they're in resonance, right? And this is the structure that really this is really more of the hybrid structure right here. You will learn more about Kekulé and later on in this course. And if you don't know what that is, trust me, you will. So I just wanted to get to different ways to actually express a molecule. And the first one would happen to be the molecular formula, right? So this one, we're grouping the carbons together. So we have C3H8. This would happen to be propane, right? And right here, the second one, this one is the first way, right? So I'm gonna put first right here. The second way is really the structural formula. And by the way, these are not in order by any way, right? So the structural formula really it makes it a way that you can see the hydrogens, and carbons really well. I like this structure a lot, and we're able to see how. And by the way, the one that I'm doing right here is actually representing this. So basically, this carbon right here, notice how it's connected to three carbons, right? Right, which is three carbons right here, right? And in the total, there's 8 hydrogens, right? In this structural formula, there's 8. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? And we know that on the ends of every carbon, it has to be connected to 3 hydrogens because in total, we want that carbon to be connected to 4 bonds, right? Remember how I was telling you about we're talking about carbon having 4 valence electrons. This is what I meant. It needs to have its octet, so it needs to have 4 bonds. So that's why we have to make sure that carbon is always connected to 4 bonds, like right here, right? So that would be a way to do it. And now this condensed formula, I'm using this formula to actually represent this one. We notice how there's a CH3 here, right? Is this carbon right here that I'm pointing to is representing this carbon where it's connected to the 3 hydrogens, 1, 2, and 3, right? And the middle, this carbon right here, the middle carbon, is connected to 2 hydrogens, right? And these are the 2 hydrogens, right, that this is referring to, right? So, and on the end, right, we have this bad boy is connected to 3 hydrogens, right? and this is representing this, right? So I'm just gonna color code everything actually, representing this, right? So that's how you would do the condensed formula. This one, it doesn't really gives you, too much a sight to be able to see how the hydrogens are. I don't really like this one too much, but it's still important. Your professor, he really likes this one a lot. So this one is the structural formula is the second way, and this is the third way you can represent a molecule. And the fourth way is actually the one that is most common. It's called the bond line formula, and this one it shows you exactly how it's bonding to on each line. But not only that, but it gets you it allows you to see it from a standpoint of like a 3D way, a standpoint. What I mean by that is like, Don, what are you saying right now? You rambling. I am so excited, guys. But let me zoom in real quick. So usually, well, not usually, it doesn't. Most of the time, you don't even really see it representing the hydrogen. You just have to know that the hydrogen are there. I just drew it in just to show you guys. This is how you would really see propane, right? So it's for you to know that, in every end, right, there would be a hydrogen going away from you, one coming towards you, and one on the plane, right? So on the kink or the corner, same thing, coming towards you, away from you, right? Same here too. Coming towards you, away from you, and on the plane, right? So, whether it's drawn or not, you just have to know that it's there, and that's really the three-dimensionality of it, just to show you how it is. So pretty sure you have your model kit. If you do, you can actually see it if you turn, the propane, how we can see the hydrogens. When someone is coming towards you and someone's going away from you. So that's really bond line. It's one of my favorites. It's the most common. Bond line is really, really cool. So yes, so make sure you do actually go over this video. This is more of an intro level video. So yeah, so we went over really what is organic chemistry in the four ways. Let me actually write the four here. Okay, cool. So yes, guys. Tune in the next video. I hope you have a good day. Bye bye.